You've seen the dog run, you've seen me do the cat run, and everything in between. Well, this is the most requested video I have had throughout the entirety of the year. Can we beat Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with only bunnies? I'll be honest, there isn't a lot of rabbits, and with extra rules to make this challenge even harder, can we beat the game? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're excited for it, and let me know down below if you think we're going to beat it or not. Hit that subscribe button, ding on the notification bell, and with that said, let's get gaming. I think it's safe to say most of my characters are basic and somewhat cringe, but I had the perfect character. Meet Umpa Thumper. Definitely the most stupid name I've made yet. So much so, in fact, my mom kicks me out the house to live in an academy, and even the principal doesn't take fond of my master-like appearance. So, you could stick these starters up where the sun don't shine. As you all probably know the story by now, we meet a girl who likes rabbits, fall off a cliff, scamper from the devilish dogs, and get scolded at by another trainer for the Pokemon that saved our lives. I eventually arrive at the first Pokemon Center and receive our first possible encounter, and it's actually a trade. Thanks to Scarlet Fairy from a Discord server, meet Hop the Score Bunny. He's a charmer, but also my second favorite fire starter in Pokemon. He battles a couple of trainers, mainly fruit, but our first challenge, 2 against 1. But with a bunny in my hands, there is nothing that would stop Umpa Thumper, even against a terrastallized Pawmi. This rabbit has 2 sides, the cute, flirtatious side with his bow, and then there's him being very protected and beating up bullies outside the academy. But on the plus side, at least we get a gift from Nemona to use in battles, the ultimate terror orb, but that will make things easy, so how about no? I might regret my decision when I learn in the academy that there isn't really any rabbit Pokemon in this region. I think out of all these challenges, this will be difficult, if not impossible, to build a whole team of 6. But I'm going to try as hard as I can. Lessons go by, and at long last, it's time to go on our independent study, our treasure hunt. Wait, I thought bunnies hide their treasure. Like Easter eggs? Moving on to my travels to the small town called Cortondo. This is actually home to the bug-type gym, and despite having no good moves, I think it's one gym our rabbit can handle. We go up against the sugar bug herself, Katie, and I'm pretty sure it'll be an easy fight. 1 rabbit against 3 bugs. Right? Nimble was first, and it's extremely weak to special moves, so an Ember does 2/3. We also take double kick happily, so it falls to a second flame. The same applies to Tarantula, and we get the burn. But what really helps here is where it doesn't use Struggle Bug, so we knock it out. This means our stats are fine for... Wait, that's not a bug! Well, no, but 2 things. 1, it starts to rain, and 2, her bear grows some wings and antennas. Perfect cosplay. An Ember only does a quarter, and Furry Swipes puts us on just 2 HP. I wait for the rain to end, which doesn't happen. It's not enough as it goes in the red, which is extremely unlucky. If only the rain wasn't a thing. I go again, and the exact same thing occurs. It starts to rain. I don't even know how I'm getting this unlucky, but it all pays off when Teddy Ursa misses Furry Swipes. Plus, we survive a Fury Cutter on the next turn, so 1 final Ember burns his bug crystal off. This surprisingly wins us the battle, and Hop evolves to Raboot. He's, well, not so smart now. At least we have ourselves a gym badge that I can show off. And with a badge down, I can go and grab our next Pokemon. I'm playing the game with 1 new encounter per gym as per usual, and well, I was going to originally catch Jigglypuff, but that had other ideas.
Bye-bye!
What on earth just happened? So I went for the next best thing and catch my favorite Pokemon of all, Eevee. But hold up, Eevee ain't a rabbit. Well, yes, you are right, but if you saw my Fox run, you would have seen my breakdown of the evolutions, as it's a quadruple mammalian that involves cats, dogs, foxes, and rabbits. So I take my new friend on a walk, gave it a bath, played football, and trained her up with a soothe bell. Shiny Ponyard! Oh my gosh! And well, if you want to win shinies like this one, you can support the channel by becoming a member of the community. I do like giving these away over on the Discord server, as well as giving you emotes and a VIP lounge. Make sure you check it out in the description down below. Anyways, we evolved a Sylveon, who is now called Ribbons on behalf of Pixelate. With Ribbons now being a legal team member, we proceed to the Stony Cliff Titan and take it on. And honestly, despite being weak to rock types, Hop managed to hold his own ground with a couple of kicks. Though that doesn't make sense. How have you not broken your foot? To be honest, I'm feeling very confident in my best friend already. We bulked against all bug types and now managed to break a rock crab. Way to go, little buddy. Thanks, I'm starting to feel the love here. Oh no, I was talking to my little shell there. You just hopped in the way. Oh, I see how it is. With our first Titan badge secured and our first upgrade on our bike, we head down onto the town of Artisan to take on the next gym. And once again, this gym we really have the advantage at. Fragile grass types against one fire ninja rabbit. I mean, he looks like one. They could have done so much more to him in Sword and Shield. The gym challenge was passed without even breaking a sweat, and well, bunnies like hiding their treasures, so that was going to be a breeze. I even had faith for the gym battle, and with 2 squad members up my roster, I know I would be in for a fun time. Petalil's first against Hop, and we hit a huge critical ember. Petalil doesn't go for sleep powder, so this clears the knockout with another flame. Small Evan's next, and sharing the normal typing, a couple of kicks bring it down. This just leaves Sudowoodo, who terrastallizes the grass, but another flame gives him the burn. So we can take even more hits. It honestly used more trailblazers, which we resist, still outspeed, and take it down. Honestly, so far, apart from bad luck at the start, we are absolutely flying with this challenge. And with another badge down, we're off to catch our stubborn little friend. And while we do that, I made a quick stop back to South Province Area 3 to grab an item, the Moonstone, and catch our fugitive called Snugglebum. And whereas this balloon isn't a rabbit, its evolution, with said Moonstone, does have characteristics. Like the body shape and the ears. Its Pokédex entry still says balloon Pokemon, but come on, let me have it. With that said, I climbed up the mountain and noticed falling rocks in the distance. Yeah, you have to climb that, buddy. I know rabbits are quick, but this is one step too far. This is animal abuse. However, I arrive at the top of the mountain and battle our opponent. This bird made me strong, though it has one big weakness, and that our team strives from: fairies. Ribbons makes her debut and charms it to tag right down before switching to Snugglebum, who has a better move pole for the time being. With the drops and a bulky HP stat, I play rough with the bird and get to work on taking it out. The first stage went well, though this is the only Titan that doesn't allow us to heal in between, so Ribbons is already weak. Still, she charms like last time before switching out to Snugglebum, and it becomes too much for the Bombardier. These two were a great pair for this battle. Looks like we don't have to worry about any more boulders falling on us now, huh? Excuse me? What do you mean we? I did all the work. With another Titan badge down and another upgrade for our not-so-rabbit looking bike, my boss div gets its treatment. However, our next quest is calling for us. This one is something I'm a little more nervous of, but regardless, we do have a great team already. We arrive at the Siege and Squad base, home of Dark-type users. He's tough, but we do have the upper hand here. 2 fairies, and our main bunny has some good coverage, so I think we're fine. We take on the Star Barrage with honestly no problems at all to reveal the big boss himself, Giacomo. He starts with Poniard and Hop is out first to deal quadruple damage with double kick, taking him out instantly. This already just leaves the monster of the car he's souped up. He intimidates us, so I made the switch to Ribbons to eat Wicked Talk, then use a Sand Attack and a Charm to set. From here, the match was pretty much ours, as 1 he kept missing, and I had 3 hard hitters, though Ribbons was able to single-handedly take on the car all on our own and finish off this Star Squad. Honestly, for all the trouble I've had in the past, this was a really easy battle. I really underestimated fairy types. With the confidence in my team pushing us further afield, I arrived in the city of Lights, Lavincia, treat myself to some new clothes before returning to the gym. Oh no, please not this, Nimona. Yep, she wasn't going to take no for an answer. We battle against her. I send out Hop against her Rockruff, and even he doesn't like getting kicked around. He goes down. Palmy was next, and I start to flame charge the Mouse Bear, but he paralyzed us. I still outspeed, so I get another Flame Charge in to boost it even higher. This leaves Floricato, and even though he sets flames alight, he still survives and Quick Attack takes us out. Though Ribbons is able to eat a Terra Magical Leaf and retaliate with Swift to guarantee the win. With our rival beaten and stunned, I mean, just look at that face right there. I proceed to take part in the Electric Gym. This is probably where we're going to start struggling, so I had an idea. There was a move I wanted to teach Snugglebomb, so I get to farm in for materials and grab ourselves the Magical Leaf TM as well as Icy Wind. Sometime later, I then proceed to challenge the gym, because, well, I had to go to work after grabbing the TMs and after spotting Mr. Walksabout, as well as my head teacher alone on a boat. We're going to finally battle the supercharged streamer Iono. She's tough, and I'm competing on social media against her. So, please give me some love. Anyway, she starts with her Watch Roll and Snugglebomb is first. We take the Spark and we do get paralyzed, which isn't good. Plus, we get fully paralyzed. Eventually, we take down the bird, and Bellybolt was next. Because we are fully paralyzed, we fall to a second Spark. Ribbons is next, charming the frog's attack. Again, we get paralyzed, though Cute Charm activates, so this gives us time to set up. Oh, here we go. However, with him down by 4 on each, it's time to start hitting, chipping his HP away until he cannot take any more. Luxio is next, take Intimidation, which was my goal thankfully, and do the exact same thing. Charge its attack right down before falling. This leaves 2 versus our Hop. Hitting hard with Flame Charge so we can still outspeed with... Oh, for God's sake! We take the Luxio down, leaving Miss Magius, and well, she can really be a pain to deal with. Well, she obliterates us with Hex. It was going so well too. You see, the problem we have here is that Icy Wind boosted Watch Roll's electric moves, so I'm gonna have to be super careful. I go again, and this time stick to Hyper Voice. We avoid paralysis and knock it down, which is exactly what I wanted. From here, I Hyper Voice as much as I can until it becomes too much for our rabbit. Ribbons couldn't knock it down in one and thus get paralyzed. When he falls, however, Luxio is out and retaliates, actually putting us in a worse spot than last time. The same thing happens against Miss Magius, so that's another loss. But maybe the 3rd time's the charm. The same thing happened against Watch Roll, though we fully charmed the Bellybolt down to stop it using Spark. Plus, with the help of Cute Charm, we just survived to take it down. Luxio again retaliates and does finish our big rabbit, but Ribbons can take a couple of Sparks and put it to rest. But Miss Magius is quick, and I have to be careful. She does take her out quickly, but Hop can come out, build its speed up with Flame Charge, and take 2 Hexes, and also fight through confusion to finally take out the Light Bulb Ghost. That was a lot more difficult than I anticipated. Ribbons, I believe, will struggle until we get some more TMs, but for now, we receive another badge in the books. And well, with that out of the way, we can catch our next Pokemon, and it's this little one, a Marill. Yes, I understand it says Aqua Mouse on the Pokédex, but luckily this one has huge power, and we evolve Aqua Rabbit to Azumarill. Now look at it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Aqua Rabbit could not have joined the squad at a better time either. It is the fire type base next, and with our stats in place, I'm confident she will thrive. In fact, I had the perfect plan. Well, I did, until I sent out the wrong Pokemon out first. You see, Aqua Rabbit was supposed to be last, but she was first, and also gets burnt, so this fight has already been written off. But I got it right on the second go. Snugglebum was first against Torkoal, and was only just able to take it out despite the burn. Though when it's just her car, she deals some major damage. Ribbons is next, and we have to slow it right down, reducing its attack harshly with charms. With it using Overheat too, its attack had fallen quite a lot and the harsh sunlight fades, meaning Aqua Rabbit can safely come out to do big water damage, when it doesn't miss. It knows Screech as well, so I have to be on my toes, but thanks to patience and weakened stats, we take the car down. We got there in the end, though that could have been much worse. But with Team Star out the way for another day, it's time to proceed through the mines to our next challenge. And well, I won't call this a challenge if I'm being honest. Hop, use low kick on this geezer.
Okie dokie.
With another goal scored for our rabbit, we uncover the 3rd Herba Mystica to add into his sandwiches. So with that, we're off to our next location. This just happens to be the other side of Paldea. So, a flying taxi later, I lead myself into, well, more traveling to reach the gym leader, who really shouldn't be trusted on his own. The silly sausage keeps losing his own wallet. But I mean, it would be nice if I can have that so I can buy my house. No, seriously, I want a house. Unfortunately, his assistant Hugo gets in the way, but Snugglebum's new move is so sparking, she sparks his team out the market. And upon grabbing what we need, some seaweed from Japan, we're ready to take on Kofu and his water types. Obviously, Hop will be sitting this one out. This whole team has got coverage in some way, shape or form. The loser is against Aqua Rabbit, and I start boosting my speed stat with Trailblazers. 3 of them takes the fish out, and with our speed drastically boosted, we can outspeed Wugtrio and hit hard with Play Rough, which is an easy OHKO. This leaves Crabominable, who terrastallizes to water. I continue to hit hard with Play Rough, but it tanks 2 of them. Slam eventually finishes off Aqua Rabbit, though Snugglebum is more bulkier to survive a Terra Crab Hammer and retaliate with a final Thunderbolt, giving us a pretty clean and much more easier matchup compared to the last battle we had. We're officially at the halfway point in the run. However, despite that, that's pretty much it for our team, so we're gonna have to do some digging and get created. I actually did a Google, and this forum of Quora came up, and found some very questionable options. I can understand why I have seen mice in my searches, as rabbits are, well, rodents, though I found 2 sources. Paraspector did a video talking about, well, every rabbit Pokemon, and he mentioned Umbreon, as well as the Pokemon fandom mentions it resembles a black rabbit. So I catch, well, another Eevee. Give it some love and evolve it into the Moonlight Umbreon. He's called Moonwalker. After that's sorted, we're clear to invade the next team starbase, Atticus and his poison types. And well, not only he's been troublesome in the past, but have you seen my team? Yeah, it's not my strongest forte. With half of my team fairies, I need a plan. My moveset for Umbreon is a little weird, but hear me out. I need the bulk and firepower to deal with his team, so after signing my death warrant, I head into this trap, absolutely pooing myself. Skuntank is first against Moonwalker and instantly poisons us with Toxic, and also flinches us twice to the point I can't even set. And well, from there, the rest of my team get demolished. I only took out 1 Pokemon, but already this fight is too much for my team, and with the learn set, I really don't see a way around this. But I try again, and we secure a critical hit on Dig, taking the Skuntank down. Muck is next, and we hit hard with a couple more digs and heal with Sunny Day and Moonlight combined. We survived long enough to take it out. Knowing we would fall against Revavroom, I set the sun up one more time so when we fall to poison damage, Hop can come out and hit hard with Flame Charge. We can still outspeed... What? I got speed boost, why? I don't know how I just got outsped, but we were on course to actually defeated Atticus and that just pulled it away. You don't want to know how angry I got. But the 3rd time is the charm, and we are lucky that the same thing occurs. And we are able to battle out to the point it's just a Starmobile. Hop gets outsped and falls, and even Ribbons was able to do some hard setting up on the car, even toughen it out the Noxious Talk and fall into poison after setting up Light Scream. This makes it safe for Aqua Rabbit to tank Flame Charge and hit hard with Aqua Tail so eventually take it out. I am honestly lost for words in how I even managed to get this far, let alone beating him. That was the luckiest and most stressful battle I've had in a challenge yet that I've actually won. So with a well-earned badge now in hand, we're off to our next gym. I make haste towards the food city of Medali for all the famous restaurants, and along the way, our Hop, who has been on form from the very start of the game, evolves to the ultimate striking Pokemon, Cinderace, before arriving at the gym. And finally for this challenge, I could grab some carrots for my team, and also meet the gym leader himself, Larry. And yeah, he's one moody character. He starts with Kamala, and Hop is out to deal big damage. One Pyro Ball is an OHKO. The Dunsparce is next, and I actually make the switch to Ribbons to take the paralysis. And from there, we can stall the battle out by healing with Draining Kiss. After chipping away, we eventually fall to Hyper Drill, though Hop is back out, deals double damage from Acrobatics, and knocks the snake out. This just leaves his Staraptor, who is dangerous, though I had an idea. It terrastallizes the pure normal type and outspeeds with a Terra Facade. The catch is we use counter and retaliate hard. It just falls short, but an acrobatics on the second turn brings the bird down. From one difficult battle to an easy gym fight, this is what I needed to get back on track. And also, despite Nemona forcing us to battle as per usual, our partner just keeps hitting harder and harder. My one Bunny taking out the entirety of her team. This seriously was the upgrade Hop needed. But now it's time to head up the Glacido Mountain and head to our next destination, the Ghost City of Montenevera. I'll be completely honest, this is our team for the entire run. Well, apart from one, but we'll come back to this one later. I don't think it will be good in double battle form, though I think I have a way to pull this off. Moonwalker and Ribbons are my main tag team, and after putting on the show for the village population, MC Rhyme appears out of her grave for our gym test. She starts with Mimikyu and Banette against Snugglebomb and Moonwalker. We take a slash from Mimikyu and Snarl as well as Icy Wind not only sets but hits both Pokemon. But here's the catch, by hitting super effective moves as well as taking out her team, we get stat boosts from the audience, and I am relying on them to help us out here. I heal as well as setting up against Townstone before taking down Mimikyu. This just leaves her dog and Toxtricity who terrastallizes. Snarl once again hits hard and takes down the dog, and Snugglebum survives on just 1 HP. However, she gets a stat boost for terrastallizing and gets another one after taking out Snugglebum. Not great. So my hard hitter is out, and luckily a critical Pyro Ball takes down the lizard. A little bit of patience and planning has shot her rap battle down, and with that, we earn ourselves the Ghost Gym badge. We hear back from Arvin upon hearing the next Titan's location, which is in the Asado Desert. Well, he doesn't like fire types who can hit hard. So, well, that was easy. And another sandwich was digested. Yum yum. But now is the time we finally catch our last squad member. And I think it's gonna be the best choice ever. Are you all ready? We caught Centret. Yes, I know it looks like a squirrel, and it is technically a ferret, but look at those ears. Definitely rabbit-like. And even the fandom says it resembles a rabbit. So we'll take it, though we can't evolve it. I call it Harry Hopper.
I'm not a f***ing wizard!
With our team of 6 assembled, I fly back from Kitagami to the small town Alphanada to tackle the Psychic Gym. Once I feed Nemona's Pokemon full of chocolate, before having to hop to this town's gym test. It was good fun with my little rabbits, but now it's time to face Tulip and her Psychic types. She's quite strong, though we have a good team to match. Harry Hopper is first against Farigiraf, and I curl up expecting Reflect. But I get it wrong, and Armor Tail kicks in, which I've never known. So that was honestly a big waste of my time. Oh well, at least Moonwalker can hit hard with Dark Pulse and finish it off with a dig. At this point, Reflect wears off. Gardevoir is next, and I continue to dig, avoiding Dazzling Gleam. We take the second one down, and I switch out to Hop, which is the safer thing to do. Pyro Ball takes it out in 1. Espadra just holds on, so a Headbutt takes it out. Her Florges remains. Terrastallizes the Psychic, and a huge Pyro Ball gets it to a quarter, and sadly the Psychic was too much. However, Moonwalker is back out, and a final Dark Pulse seals the flower's fate. Other than Harry being, well, useless, we got ourselves the 7th badge. And well, with that said, I make haste towards the Glacido ski slope to participate in the final gym test straight away, feeling extremely confident in one bunny specifically, though we do need support from another. Grusha is one tough trainer. Despite being a pro with ice, he starts with Frostmoth, and Moonwalker is out first. And I set up the Sun on turn 1 before falling, but with that we can sweep with Hop. We quickly take out the Bug, Bear, and Titan surprisingly, leaving only Artoria. But even so, we were able to sweep through the entirety of his team with a single Cinderace. Maybe this challenge should just be Hop at this point. However, with 8 badges down, we can compete in the league, though there's still some things I need to do first. And first things first, it's taken on the remaining Team Star members. So let's start with Ortega and his fairy types. I also got rid of Harry Hopper as it was just so useless. I assemble my team and we're good to go. He starts with a Azumarill and I already need to switch out. When will I stop sending out the wrong Pokemon? I take a huge Aqua Tail as well as a Play Rough to connect a single Thunderbolt before falling. Not our best of starts. Ribbons comes out and puts his rabbit on the brink of death, eats a huge Play Rough, and we take it out to a Magical Leaf. Wigglytuff also gets hurt bad, and we hold on before taking it down. His dog is next and equalizes the match. Aqua Rabbit is out, and despite the baby doll eyes, I decide to hit rollouts to build up my attack power, which works in my favour. This leaves his star car. He quickly takes us out, so it leaves Hop, and we hit hard with Gunk Shot, thankfully connecting each and every one, which is insanely lucky. I'll take that badge off you now. Now we got another Titan to tame in the Castle Royale Lake, and well, they come in pairs. And a few of my squad members will have to work together to get it done. Snugglebum, as well as Aqua Rabbit, take care of the Dodonzo before it runs away. So we play Chasing Goose and meet up at the center of the lake with Arven to team up. Greedent reduces its defenses for me to hit hard with Trailblaze, and once we chip away to take it down, we do some major damage against his sidekick Tatsugiri. He also falls. We head towards the cave to uncover the final Herba Mystica and help Mabosstiff recover as well as our bicycle. With both the gyms and the Titans complete, there's only one path left to follow, and that's to take out the final Team Star boss, Eri. And I actually feel quite confident about it this time around. Toxicroak is first against our Fiery Rabbit, Acrobatics does some major damage, but despite our beating we take it down. Persimmon is next, and I make the switch to Ribbons to take the close combat. This creates an opening. Though I set up the light screen, and despite surviving on just 7 HP, we take out the monkey. Annihilate is next and does take us down, but Hop is back out. A Blaze Pyro Ball takes it back to the Shadow Realm, as well as a Lucario, so this leaves her Starmobile. And we fire one final strike before falling heroically. Snugglebum takes a huge spin out to charm its attack right down, before retaliating with Dazzling Gleam, as it tries to shift its gears. But it's not enough for the car and blows its engine. That was a fun battle, and now we are proud owners of all badges from Team Star. So it's about time they scamper, as well as the big boss coming out of hiding. Well, eventually. Well, hopefully. So while word gets spread, I head to the Pokemon League to tackle the Elite Four, and already I see a problem, because I don't see the bunny option in this question. Rika is the queen of ground types and is ready for a fight. I start with Ribbons against Whiscash, and Magical Leaf was only just a tad off. Though we take the Muddy Water, luckily no accuracy drop and knock it out in turn 2. Camerupt comes out and we chip with Shadow Ball before it tries to get us to bed. So I say no, and switch to Aqua Rabbit. By doing that we avoid the Fire Blast and knock it down with an Aqua Tail. From there, Donphan tanks another Aqua Tail as he retaliates with Poison Jab, which hurts our bunny. Trailblaze after knocks it out and boosts our speed, ready for Dog Trio, though we still outspeeds. We can still knock it out, leaving the Terrastallized Whale, as it knows Water Absorb. I continue to use Trailblaze, though it finally knocks out Aqua Rabbit. Though Ribbons is back out, and once more Magical Leaf is useful enough to take its tanky fish out, we grab our first win. But our next challenger was going to be hell for 3 of my squad members, all being weak to steel, so I'm relying on my other 2 to hit hard. Copperaja is first against Hop, and thankfully a Pyro Ball gives us an early lead. Bronzong was next, and receives the same fate, as well as a Steel Raven. Magnezone receives 2 low kicks, 1 for each magnet, so this leaves Tinkaton, and once Terrastallized, we hit 1 more strike and score our 5th goal. I'm glad we were able to connect every shot. Larry returns with a team of flying types this time round. This time I lead with Aqua Rabbit against Tropius for a quad effective Ice Punch. Next was Staraptor and does intimidate us, though we tank the Brave Bird and thanks to a critical punch, he falls. As well as just surviving Altaria's attacks, we take it down. Oricorio does finish our Water Rabbit, though Snugglebum is out now and can take a beating from Revelation Dances, reduce its speed from Icy Wind, and well, it's not enough. I give Hop the opportunity to take care of the bird, to actually misclick, which was embarrassing, although we take it down, leaving the Terrastallized Flamigo, and, well, it doesn't like the thought of flaming footballs.
You stupid!
Luckily, Ribbons was able to take care of my mistakes. With this grumpy pump out the way, there leaves one more of the Elite Four, Hassel and his Dragon types, And this one, well, for once, I have confidence. Aqua Rabbit is first to, well, eat the Super Fang before retaliating with a huge quad-effective Ice Punch. I also pull a huge risk and punch the Dragolige, and we freeze it. Flapple does get revenge and brings us down with Seed Bomb, though Snuggle Bomb retaliates and leaves it barely standing. I grab the knockout. Haxorus outspeeds and pops out a balloon. Moonwalker comes out and eats a couple of Dragon Claws, but even that isn't enough. Hop is out and thankfully takes out the dragon, leaving Baxcalibur. It's going to be close for the end game here. It terrastallizes the pure dragon and is scary, though we secure the poison damage from Gunk Shot. Glaive Rush is insanely powerful and puts our bunny down, so this leaves a 1v1. Icicle Crush does huge damage, so this needs to KO. And it does! Ribbons! My superstar! With the Elite Four defeated, there remains the champion, and I'm gonna make sure we hop her off the roof. And that's just pathetic for a champion. Esparthro is first, and once again, I send the wrong Pokemon out. Though this time, it's okay because we get a free switch to Moonwalker as it sets up Reflect. I was expecting Lumina Crush. Great. I set the sun up before falling so Hop can do big damage with Pyro Ball despite Reflect, though that gladly wears off in time for Avalugg to melt. And King Gambit, despite its size, gets punted to the moon with a critical hit. I think the death worked in my favour. Gunk Shot gets it down to half before falling to a critical hit ourselves. Not good. Snuggle Bomb is next, and we get revenge with a Thunderbolt. Go-Goat again returns to sender, so again I risk Aqua Rabbit with Ice Punch as he bulks up, and thankfully have enough firepower to knock it down. This leaves Glamora, who again has coverage which is indeed dangerous, and knocks us out in one Sludge Wave. If it wasn't for the mistake I made at first, we probably would have won this one. Attempt 2, and this time I do things right. Ribbons is first now, and now it hits Lumina Crush, so this is the right time to switch to Moonwalker, and then expecting Dazzling Gleam, I switch to Hop, before getting the knockout. Avalugg this time holds on and puts us in the Blaze range, so it's time to go Blaze Ahoy. King Gambit falls instantly, and when the loser gets put in the field, we switch to Aqua Rabbit, who takes an easy Aqua Jet. I build up my speed with Trailblaze as we take Psycho Cuts. We take down the loser. Go-Go is next, and we hit hard with Ice Punches, though we don't get the freeze, so he takes us down with Horn Leech. Hop is back out to finish the goat, and once more, Glamora remains. I can only use Low Kick here, and unfortunately it's not as strong as the others were, though it's something. We also get poisoned because Toxic Debris. Dark Pulse was honestly disappointing, and with that said, the entire squad falls. I can't believe I hit a huge wall, though I keep going and the exact same thing happens. So I'll skip to the Go-Go part, where Aqua Rabbit freezes again. This was just what we needed, and even if we didn't get that, we would have been able to get around it with a full team still. Glamora terrastallizes and instantly falls to a critical Aqua Tail. If only it was this easy the first time around. So with the champion rank in our grasp, I think it's time we catch up with Arven. I meet up with our partner back at the Poco Path Lighthouse, and the professor is in need of us to assist, which, like father and son, Arven doesn't like that, so he's up for a battle as a test of strength and trust. Greedent is first, and I send out Hop. I think despite Low Sweep being super effective, Pyro Ball does more and burns the squirrel, so we can comfortably take the Earthquake. Garganical is next, and I make a huge mistake, staying in. Ribbons comes out and the magical leaf hits harder. We hit Moonblast against Toadscruel until it puts us in bed. Snugglebum is next and we get poisoned, but an icy wind is just too shy in getting the Toad. We fall, and I'm starting to get frustrated myself, though Moonwalker takes it down as well as Scovillain. We stall out Cloyster due to the Light Screen, but manage to heal with Moonlight. All that remains is his dog, who intimidates us, which is a good thing at least, but the downside is Moonwalker has no coverage against it, so I simply hit a single weak Dark Pulse before going down. Aqua Rabbit, however, is strong enough to withstand the dog's bite, and we actually managed to beat him, which I wasn't expecting. Now night has fallen, we're good to hunt down the big boss of Team Star, and yeah, Clive, who is in our way as Director Clavel, I try and hit as hard as I can with Dark Pulse against Oranguru as it attempts to put us to bed. I switched to Hop, but wasn't expecting the foul play, so I begin to hit hard. Pyro Ball quickly gets a knockout, Then we switch to Aqua Rabbit when Houndoom comes into play. From there, I hold on after a huge Sludge Bomb, hit a hard Aqua Tail, and take down the dog. Abomasnow is next, so I chip with Play Rough as it goes for Aurora Veil, until it knocks us out with Wood Hammer on the next turn. Moonwalker chips with Dark Pulse and eventually heals with Moonlight, though we go to bed when Amoonguss spores us. We wake up, and yeah, I misclick again. I was supposed to heal, but I think at this point I decided to let Moonwalker fall here, but not without resetting the sun. Hob comes back out to cook the mushrooms, boil the tea, just leaving Quackquavel. When the sun up, we should be able to take it a little easier. And we missed the gunk shot. That's awkward. And even worse, we don't survive. Snuggle Bomb is out and I charm its dangerous attack, knowing it outspeeds an Aqua Step, which still hurts. Boosts its speed, Q-Charm kicks in thankfully, giving us some breathing space to hit hard with Thunderbolt, which actually gives us the final blow. That was tough to endure, but we pushed through in the end. Now then, the final boss of Team Star. We go hand in hand against the now revealed Big Boss Penny, and where have I heard this one before? I send Aqua Rabbit first against her Umbreon, and although it goes for Baby Doll Eyes, I hit hard. Jolteon is next, so I switch to Moonwalker, being my best staller, set up Sunny Day and heal, and it gives us breathing space before chipping with Dark Pulse. It continues to miss, and as the harsh sunlight fades, we take it out. Leafeon is next, and expecting Egg Sizzle, Hob now comes out and sweeps with a Pyro Ball. Vaporeon is next, so I once again make the switch back to Aqua Rabbit, eat weak Aurora Beams, and play rough until it can no longer play Battle. This gives me the opening to take care of the Fiery Fox, leaving only her Sylveon. It becomes more cute with the Fairy Terra typing, but that hasn't stopped us dealing damage, so even though she does finish my Aqua Rabbit out, Hob can retaliate with Gunk Shot and we get the pinfall, so another major battle done. That should be everything. Surely no other trainer would stand up to go against us. Well, no, because I didn't click record in time. This was all I got, and I'm gutted because that was the best battle I've done against Nemona in any run. But I guess I can say I became the best trainer in the Paldea region, and it's thanks to Aqua Rabbit, Moonwalker setting up, and Hop.
You stupid!
This just simply leaves the Way Home quest to deal with the one and only Professor Toro, who isn't really the Professor Toro, but an AI Professor Toro who wants to yeet us out of Area Zero. This is the final battle of the run, so last guess is if you think we can still beat him. Iron Moth is first, and Moonwalker is first to take a hit and go on the ground. From there, a quad effective dig takes it down. Next is Iron Hands and does use Fake Out, but on the next turn we deal no damage and fall to a Drain Punch. Not what I wanted. Ribbons is next and Moonblast takes him down, and despite being weak to Flash Cannon, we can take 2 comfortably and it also falls. We hit hard against Iron Thorns, and despite Stone Edge being too much for Ribbons, Aqua Rabbit is next.
Oh no!
And misses the Aqua Tail. We barely hold on after Thunder Punch and then get outsped. This puts us in a nasty spot, and even Hop can't survive the Earthquake. We lost our lead. Though Snuggle Bomb takes out Iron Thorns as well as Iron Bundle, leaving a 1v1, and Poison Jab was too much taking us out. If only we didn't miss. Take 2 and the same thing applies, though when Ribbons falls, Snuggle Bomb comes out, dodges the Stone Edge twice, and we charm on both turns before chipping with Dazzling Gleam. Iron Bundle receive its same fate. Iron Valiant this time doesn't knock us out, so I charm once before falling to poison damage to give Hop a fighting chance with a Gunk Shot followed by Acrobatics before it falls. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is me somehow beating the entirety of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with only rabbits. I thank you all very much for watching. Check out my other videos for more challenges, and if you do enjoy them, then go ahead and subscribe. We're aiming for 20k, and it would mean the world for me if you join us on that journey and enjoy these challenges. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!